All right. Now, what I would like to do for this next segment, all right, for those who are newcomers, because there's many of you, I know, many of you who are newcomers to my content, I would like to do a quick walkthrough of my channel so you can understand what you can expect in each one and, you know, where they exist, why they exist, what content is there, and what days, etc. Okay? So this is my main channel, DSP Gaming. We're all on it right now. DSP Gaming has been in existence since 2010. My original channel on YouTube was called Darkside Phil. And that served as a really big archive of content. Like if you go to... This is my original YouTube channel from 2008 until like April of 2010. It's really old gameplay. I mean, millions and millions of views on these gameplay clips. But literally, this channel is not monetized because you couldn't monetize gameplay back then. It's just me doing it as a hobby, as fun. That's what this channel literally was, okay? In 2010, I had copyright issues on this channel. I was actually getting hit with false copyright strikes. So I made a new channel called DSP Gaming that I started to take just a little bit more seriously. It had better formatting, better quality videos because I bought an HD camera for it and stuff like that. And that's the channel where I've put the majority of my gameplay ever since 2010. So this channel, 14 years running, is the what do they call it? A repository. It's like an archive of all of the gameplay and stuff that I've been doing all of these years. Okay, now you can easily find all my content by going to playlists, and in playlists just search. So let's say, for example, let's say you wanted to see me play Resident Evil 5. Here's Resident Evil 5 Remastered, right? Which came out many years ago when I played. If you keep scrolling down, you can actually go down to the remastered Merc stuff. And you're like, well, where's Resident Evil 5, the original? That's on my original Darkside Phil channel. So if you want to find really old stuff, you got to go back to the original Darkside Phil channel. All right? I don't know. Let's look for Infamous. Did not work. Oh, there we go. You have to click on it. My full Infamous 2 playthrough from way back in the day when it was a brand new game. Infamous Second Son, Good Karma playthrough, Evil playthrough, Infamous 2 Evil playthrough, the Festival of Blood DLC, even my review of Infamous 2. And you might say, well, where's Infamous 1? Likely, Infamous 1 is back on my original Darkside Phil channel. That's why it's so old, you can't find it here. Okay? So this is how you find all my archives of all of my very old content. Okay? I'm just curious, because Atlas Telemon said Dan Madness. I don't think it's going to be in there, because I think that's the original channel. We got Ultra Street Fighter 4 Dan Madness from 9 years ago. So, yeah, this is when the Ultra version of the game came out, and I played with Dan, and I was just whooping everyone's butt on the internet. So there you go. And you'll find, they're just going to say, you'll find the playlist, okay? You'll be able to find it and watch. All of my content is in playlists. There may be a few odds and ends here videos that aren't. All of my content from over the years is in playlists, so you can easily search and find it on this channel. Very easy, okay? Don't use YouTube search. I'm just going to warn you. If you try to use YouTube search to find my shit, you'll never find it. YouTube search pops up with detractor content. Why? Because dumb fucks like Boot Duty tag their content with my name, so their videos show up in search first. You see? But all my content is here easily. Just go to the playlist tab and search here. You'll find all my content from 14 plus years. Fair enough? So this is my daily gameplay channel. If you go to the podcast tab, you will find all of my podcast style shows. So there's some reacting that I did on this channel before I ever had a full react channel. There's my Q&A show that I had on this channel for a while. There's the Level 1 podcast with 573 episodes in climbing. And there's the daily wrap, which I do every day, the daily recap. So there you can get that style of show if you're looking for it. That way you don't have to have it. You can filter it out of the other content. Do you see? So there you go. All right. So that is DSP Gaming in a nutshell. So how much do I upload to this channel and how does it work? Generally, I'm uploading to this channel 6 days a week. Some weeks it's different, but it's usually 6 days a week. Every day I do a podcast before I begin with any kind of gameplay or other content, and that's live streamed here as you see, and that's archived as its own video, and it has its own playlist right down here at the bottom of the channel. So every day my daily podcasts get put up here. And by the way, holy crap, has my podcast views doubled or tripled from what it used to be. I used to get like 500 views on a podcast. Now I'm getting over 1,000 on each one. So thank you all so very much for that. I really appreciate that. At the end of every day, the daily wrap video comes out, and that just kind of recaps whatever I did that day in a nutshell in a little summary, okay? Now, the gameplay will be appropriately uploaded and added to appropriate playlists. So whatever you want to see for gameplay, you can find in the playlist. But this is the new thing that I've attempted to do, highlights. Okay? So the highlights are basically me clipping out what I felt was the meaningful content from that day. It could be from the podcast. It could be from gameplay. I have my very first gameplay highlight right there. I got me reacting to a trailer from the other day here. Right? It's all here's me, time-lapse, setting up this new background. See that? That's pretty neat. All kinds of stuff in these highlights, and I hope that you enjoy them. I mean, you have been. Take a look at some of the views on these. These, by far, are getting way more views on them than the other stuff that I used to do. You know, just even the gameplay, quite frankly. All right? So there you go. Yeah, so please enjoy the highlights. I'll do my best each day. I'm even going to put out highlights this week when I'm not even doing stuff here. Like today, I'm going to be doing React content, but I'm going to have highlights from last night's co-op stream going live on this channel so you can enjoy them. Okay? All right, some shout-outs, and then we're going to go back because I want to show you my other two channels. That's really the important thing. I want you guys to understand what the other channels are since there's so many of you here today, too. Thank you for being here. So I received a $5 tip. Alex from Phoenix, it's great to see you getting hard-earned respect and viewership. Even your like-to-dislike ratio is completely flipped. Have a good day. I know it is. Guys, I'm not kidding you. I used to get so many dislikes from my haters. And now you guys, it doesn't matter. You guys are giving me so many likes. It far outweighs the dislikes on any piece of content I put out. And I really appreciate that. That is helping this channel a ton. It really is. It's going to get this channel propelled back into the algorithm. Okay? I received, holy shit, a very generous $25 tip. Don't forget to update the top tip from the $100 tip, and also your goal just got met. You're absolutely right. I forgot to put Ohi Pans as the top tip. And with this tip of $25, folks, it is absolutely positively official. I hit my tips goal for the stream again. So we crushed it. Now, we don't have any super chats. We don't have any memberships yet. But we do have a bunch of chips. It would be great if we could get some super chats and memberships so that, you know, it kind of evens out. But, hey, I am very happy. This is now number 16. We're at King Streak 16. And climbing of hitting my support goal. So thank you guys very, very much. See, isn't it funny? Let me think about this. I literally just did a live poll of WWE champions on stream. And my viewership increased, and people sent me more money. Think about this. It's kind of a funny association. It's almost like people don't care that I play mobile games. It's almost like I can spend my money however I want, and my detractors can lick my shit. Oh, interesting, isn't it? Perry the White just gifted 10 memberships to the community. Thank you so very much, Perry the White, for 10 memberships. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. And thank you. Okay, also, it looks like Andy was a member for 3 months, says, this is so much better than the old shell. I don't know what you mean by the old shell. By the way, let's do a poll for a hat. Let's do that. Let's see. I'm just going to put hats I want to wear today. How about that? Phil's choice today. Hats that I would like to wear because they're comfy. There you go. I'm only going to put 3. I would love to wear any of these 3 hats today. I get to choose today. Wow, what a change that I actually get to determine something. That's pretty cool. All right. So let's continue, shall we? All right. So this is DSP Gaming. This is the channel of all my main content, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it. However, I do have 2 other channels that I'd like you guys to take note. I have this channel right here. It's called DSP Reacts. You can find it at DSP React, okay? This channel is meant primarily for React-style content. Every once in a while, I do throw something on there like a TV show review or a movie review, so there is a little bit of variety. But for the most part, it's meant just for reacting, okay? Every single Sunday, I do a show called DSP versus the Internet, all right? And I upload those videos to a playlist, as you can see right here. And I break it into like 5 to 6 parts, each part being about a half an hour long. And the stream itself lasts about 3 hours. And it stays members only live. So people, if you're a member on that channel, you can watch the archive stream in its entirety the moment it goes offline. All right? But now, if you're not a member, I upload those clips like one a day. So they spread out over the week. So you get like a 30-minute clip a day of me reacting to various different things. Like, look, Fallout 3 brain rot and a crazy sandwich technique. Ice cream semantics, me watching the ridiculously over-the-top, stupid Street Fighter cartoon from the 1990s. As you can see, this channel does not get a lot of viewership. It just doesn't, okay? But that's okay. I like doing it for variety, okay? Now, React projects, for example, me reacting to the Review Tech USA documentary, will also be housed on this channel. As you guys can see, it's about to hit 39,000 views and climbing. If we can hit 40,000 views by the end of this stream, no, I'm just kidding. That would be amazing, though. But yeah, it continues to grow. It's very slow. You know, it had like 30,000 views the first day, and then like over the course of 2 weeks, it got like another 9,000 views. It's awesome, though. It's obviously my biggest piece of content on this channel in many years. Okay, so that's great. When I live react to my own June the King documentary, which is supposed to come out at either like the last day of August or that first week of September. When it comes out, I will be live reacting to that documentary nightly. It's going to be my late night streams. They'll be on this channel, and it's going to be like 2-hour increments because the documentary about me is over 4 hours long. It's probably going to take me, no lie, a week or more to react to the whole thing. So I'm going to have those streams here on this channel live. I'm also going to have them archived, so again, members can watch. And I'm probably going to clip moments out of it as well. It's going to be a lot of content for me on this channel coming up in the next week or two. So I hope if you're interested in that, you actually want to see me go ahead and, you know, do my own react, felt myself essentially, which I'm definitely going to do. You're going to want to be a part of this channel and subscribe today because you won't be able to talk in the chats live unless you're subscribed. Okay? So today, right when we finish this stream, we're all going over to this channel to do DSP versus the Internet. I urge you all, of the over 500 people we have here live, please head over to the channel and hang out with me and give it a shot. If you don't like the show, it's all good. But please give it a chance because a lot of people don't. They're like, Phil's not doing his usual content. And it's different, but it's fun. Like, I actually really like that show because you get to hear my opinions and takes on things that normally you wouldn't hear. You never know what you're going to see on that show because they're member-submitted clips, so it's variety. Like, I'm shocked as much as everyone else. It's a great show. So I hope you'll join me. Now, here's the thing. I did attempt this week to do some clips out of my DSP versus the Internet show. Previously, I had done some clips that highlighted our Rich React, and those did well. I would argue these viewerships for this channel are really good, but these clips didn't do so well, as you can see. So I'm on the fence about clipping stuff out of the DSP versus the Internet show, just because it didn't do so well. And, you know, it's work to think about, gee, what should I cut, and editing it and uploading it, promoting it. So I don't know if I'll continue to do clips. I only did 2, and I saw that they weren't doing too well. I was like, nah, maybe it's not worth doing that, right? But we'll see. Maybe it will do well. I don't know. Maybe now that I'm mentioning it now in this show, and you guys who are watching right now, maybe some of you will come check it out, and it'll be worth working on that. Okay, and here it is. Here's the live stream we're going to be doing right after this podcast ends. I hope you guys will head over there and join me. Okay? Cool. Now, I do have a third channel, and I'll openly admit, this third channel, DSP Throwback, is a passion project of mine. This is not a profitable channel in any way, shape, or form. All right? What this channel is going to be a way for you to have a lens into the past of my content on YouTube from many years ago. Okay? For example, take a look at the playthroughs that I'm currently putting up there. Red Dead Redemption 1 online play from 2010, but the difference is I have a group of editors who take that footage that used to be a camera pointed at TV. It wasn't even direct capture. And they're actually, I'm going to show you. All right. Here's what they're doing. Do you see the quality? It's been upscaled to 1080p, and it actually is 60 frames per second. Now, admittedly, it's not the best quality. Why? Because it was a fucking webcam pointed at a TV. But this is dramatically better than the original videos that I used to have in 2010. So the reason I'm doing this, the reason this project is happening, is because a lot of my videos were lost to time, notably the Red Dead gameplay of my original playthrough and the online play. It actually got deleted. I had this on a channel that got hacked and was removed from YouTube. So until now, you had no way to watch any of this gameplay, and now you can. I'm not saying that this is the most riveting gameplay, but it's cool to have a way to archive the old stuff that previously wasn't available, you see? And that's really the whole point of this, is to archive the content that wasn't available. For example, the other playthrough I'm currently doing right now is Grand Theft Auto Vice City from 2012. Here's the reason why I'm doing that. That playthrough had music in it. The actual, licensed music was on the radio. All that music got copyright claimed, and the videos either got muted or deleted from YouTube. So you're watching that playthrough, there's like, this part is freaking completely muted. I can't hear anything. This part's missing, and there's nothing I can do about that. So what we've done is we've gone back and we've re-edited the playthrough. So now the music is like kind of, slurred. You can't hear it as much. You can still tell what the songs are, but it's just enough to fool YouTube's bullshit content ID system so you can watch the playthrough in its entirety. And by the way, that's one of the funniest playthroughs I've ever done in my life. I was playing on the original PS2 console hooked to an HD TV. So it had insane input lag. It was so hard to drive, to fly. It was like really hard to play. But people love that playthrough because I failed so much and I'm swearing at the game and all that. They really enjoyed it. I think you'd like it too. All right, tonight on my late stream, we're doing Retro React. And what Retro React is every Sunday night, I do a special stream where I hang out with my viewers. And it's more of a very chill hangout session. We have a lot of fun conversation. It's very interactive. But we watch old gameplay of mine. And in previous Retro React streams, we've done things such as my original Dark Souls 1 playthrough from 2011, my Rise of Nightmares Co-op Connect playthrough. That was a disaster. That playthrough is so bad because you have to use the Connect and it just doesn't work. My Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games co-op, which is one of the best co-op playthroughs I ever did. It's hilariously fun. So we did all this stuff. There's tons more. There's tons like Heavy Rain and just classic playthroughs. The whole Walking Dead Season 1. I've done all those as Retro Reacts, and they're super fun streams, and they're also fun to watch back after the fact. So I urge you, if you're into old throwback stuff, and you just want to hang out with me, come by, check out the channel, and every Sunday night, come hang out with me for my Retro React stream. Tonight we'll be doing it 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be looking at PlayStation Home from 2012. PS Home was this social network kind of deal that they had on PlayStation 3, where you could make an avatar, you could buy clothes for it, and make a pad where your friends could come hang out. And there were mini games like pool and bowling that you can do. And there's promotional materials in there for games and music and shit. It was a really weird experiment Sony did, and they finally closed it in 2015. But it had a wild run of different iterations, and every week we're basically checking out like a different iteration. But in September, I'm going to start watching back some of my classic horror playthroughs to get into the mood for Halloween season. So I'm going to probably start watching like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, all that shit that I did back in the day, horror playthroughs. Dude, that shit's going to be good. Like, that shit's going to be some really good content for the channel, and I hope that you will test this out and join me. Again, I don't think every person who watches my content will like this kind of stuff, but I am putting a lot of effort into it. Sunday is the day where I don't do gameplay, so I really hope that you guys would come and hang out with me on these channels, all right? So that's my body work. I do have other like there's a DSP Street Fighter channel. I don't know if anyone has ever found it. So here's Dark Side Phil. That's my original channel. Then we've got... Whoa. That was not what I did. This channel is an archive channel. I only put content up on this channel for like 2 years. There was a time when I was playing so many fighting games. I was playing Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix, the Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, the old one, not the one that's coming out soon, but an old one. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Play, Mortal Kombat 9, and other stuff. So there was demand for me to actually make my own fighting game channel and separate that content out from my other games. And I did so. As you can see, it was about a 2-year running time that I had for this channel. And you can watch all of that old stuff here Again, you could search playlists for old fighting games and shit like that. Look, I did Dead or Alive, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Skullgirls, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Ultimate MVC 3, Street Fighter 3 Online Edition, tournament footage from tournaments that I went to back in the day. Again, this is like a portal into the past of fighting games around that era of like 2010 to 2013. And it's real candid footage from a freaking hotel room from a tournament we went to and shit. It's just really neat stuff. And I hope that, oh my God, there's old me weighing about 40 pounds heavier than I am today. Good Lord. But yeah, I hope that you guys would give this a look too. I don't make any money on this channel. This channel is not monetized, nor is the original Dark Side Phil channel. But I would hope you guys would give it a look and maybe like to see stuff from my past. Maybe you would enjoy it. My current channels are all monetized, so you're going to see ads on these. And I appreciate anyone who watches them with ads on and not ad block because I make a couple pennies on it, you know. Like this, I'm not even kidding you. This throwback channel, we got new videos on it every day. I do a stream a month. I make like $200 a month on this channel. That's not even an exaggeration. I made like $200 on this channel with all the work that goes into it. But like I said, it's a passion project. For me, I like having all this variety of content everywhere. So I hope that you guys would give it a look, give it a watch, and check it out.